Alright. Alright guys, we got the MXR. We got the updated parts that Dye sent. I think this will be pretty easy. Hoping it is. Looks like it's only 4 easy parts to change out. See if I can just put this here. The last thing we'll kind of mess with is this new eye pipe, which odd. This is all new to me. I come from the older DMs, so first things first, let's probably install this. This is the new battery springs, I believe it's called, and I think that just slides off like so. And apparently it's to keep this in, which is these guys right here. And I think it's just as easy as sliding this forward. Maybe sliding this. Looks like there's a little, here, let's see if we can't use this. Looks like there's like a little pincher here. And there it is. So let's not get these mixed up. Looks like this spring is like a little bit more, and again, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but it looks like this is just a little bit more, I don't know, not as coiled. And then these look like super coils. This looks actually pretty intense. So let's see if we can't install that one easy peasy. Again, I'm just kind of freeballing this a little bit. And that was incredibly easy to do. There it is. That is the first part right here. Done. Let's go ahead and put that back. Wow, these things got some spring to it. Nice. So I can definitely feel the difference there. That's definitely holding those batteries in really, really hard in there. So that's nice. Let's let's keep this off, because I think we actually have to get into the gun. For this little guy, we have a small little tiny O-ring, which I think is supposed to stabilize something inside. Here, let's take this bolt out carefully. We'll change that out in a second. So I've actually never really messed with this at all. This is kind of the first time I'm touching this with my hands. So I know that these nifty little magnetic Allen keys all are they're all you need. So I'm just gonna try to just kind of go loose goose on this, you know what I mean? So we're gonna loosen this one up. Wow, that was on there. We're gonna take this, I don't know if we're supposed to take it fully off or we're just supposed to loosen it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just take it off just because. Okay, and then I think there's one more underneath here. It's probably gonna be tight as the other one. Tight like a tiger. There it is. There it is. We'll just go ahead and struggle a little bit. There it is. Alright. So I think this comes off just like that. That is so cool. Very nice. So I see that the trigger... Ah, that's very cool. So the leaf spring here, that's what it's called, is on the top portion of the body, and the bottom portion is just this little hunky-dory thing. So I know that this piece goes under here, and I've seen some people, you know, lift this up, but that makes me nervous. So we're gonna kind of do this the long way. I'm gonna take out these 2 screws to take out the battery housing, so that we don't mess this up, because this gun is actually on loan from us, from my good buddy Corey from PB Exchange. He was nice enough to loan me this gun indefinitely, so hopefully I can have this for at least a year or two before he realizes it's gone. And then he's like, wait a minute. I'm missing some product. And it's me. I'm the missing product. Let's see if I can't just... This was always like one of the most annoying things about sometimes taking apart guns is like, you know, do you do this like little quarter turn thing here until it's like completely out, which, you know, can take so long, or do you try to like turn in a corner of this, an edge of this? You just start doing this by hand. That works. I got big hands, guys. Alright, there's the first one. Probably going to speed this up so I don't bore you guys to death. Maybe this is where I can tell my deepest, darkest secrets and no one is ever going to watch this part. I murdered 3 people. No one knows, except for you guys. Oh shit, this just popped out. Oh, it's the spring. Oh! That is interesting. Alright, that... Oh, because the batteries were in there. Okay, take out the batteries before you do that, because that was actually holding the pressure and I guess making that a little harder. Cool, so that actually can just stay in here. That is good to know. Let's just put that back in there, just so we have it. Nice. Alright, so if I am correct, it seems that I can just kind of... How does this go? Do you lift this up? No, it looks like this is held in place by this piece, and then this just lifts up like that. Look at that. That is so neat. So it looks like the piece that we need to change out is in fact this guy right here. So let's see if I can't just get him out of there somehow. He's kind of tiny. And he's out. So this one is, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the old one. And apparently this is the new one. So I'm going to place that in there. And might even wipe that down a little bit. Looks like it's a wee bit dirty. You know, as they say over at Planet Eclipse. Maybe we need a little monkey poo in there. Just a touch. Just a little touch. So that it's not dry and that whoever services this next can appreciate the smell of bananas. Is that paint? Oh. Oh, no, no, no. I need a Q-tip. Hold on, guys. Alright, let's get that paint out of there, or else that's going to drive me crazy. I am so OCD about the cleanliness of markers. Alright, there we go. And you know what else it needs? Chat? A little bit more monkey poo. Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't paint. It was the monkey poo. Now I gotta clean it again. What am I doing to myself? Why am I doing this? Okay, that's in. Let's put this back. Let's put this back there. Beautiful. Let's slot this back in. This is actually pretty nifty. It just slides in, locks it in place. And then we gotta put this back. Alright, that's in. We can pop in these batteries. Looks like it goes... Looks like I'm dumb. Okay. To be fair though, like there's like a slot in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wasted potential with all that space. Slot that in there. And we are in. Perfect. Okay. So that is installed. Let's put this back very gently, of course. Well, do we need to lube that? No, that's good. Very gentle, like it is first time. Okay, how the fuck? There it is. Alright, so that was those two. Alright, had to switch out the battery real quick in the old camera there. Let's put this aside. Let's install the new, what does that say? Ultra Slick inside? Why is there a sticker on here? Who did this? Who put the sticker on here? Is the sticker supposed to be on here? I've never seen a sticker on a bolt. Am I gonna ruin this? Am I gonna ruin the value of this? Ultra Slick inside? Ultra Slick like lube? Who's doing this to me? So, as far as I know, these just kind of pop off. These just kind of come off. Now this is a different look of the bolt tip than I've seen regular MXRs have, but this is the new one. You can see it's got little teeths. Old one, new one. I hope you guys can see that, because I do not see what you see. So let's go ahead and pop the new one on there. Boom! And it's just that easy. And it's just that easy. So let's put these aside, and last but definitely not least, on terms of updates, is the new eye pipe. Now, I've seen videos. My boy Chris, I saw, was having a hard time. So this is the old one, and this is the new one. And right off the bat, it kind of looks like the new one is slightly thicker around the edges in diameter. And I don't know. But some advice that I've seen, maybe that was too much monkey poo, but is to lube this up a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe even a little bit inside here, so that this is an easier time going in. Let's see if we are lucky today. And I think it just takes a little bit of magic and a little bit of je ne sais pas. If I can't just... Come on. Get in there. What if my finger gets stuck? Wow. They were not fooling. This does not want to go inside without the fight of your life. And now I actually can't take this out. Oh my god. Come on. Do the thing. Say the jingle. Oh my god. Imagine it goes this way. Wait, does it? Holy shit. Is that the problem? Am I the problem? I was the problem! Oh my god, I was putting in the wrong way, and it was so easy. So it was easy. Those guys are just bad. I'm just kidding. I love Chris. He's fantastic. Okay, so old one, new one is in. Let's get this bolt. Let's slide her on in very gently. Make sure not to rub the bottom. And there it is. There is the MXR with the updated parts. That was so simple. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to fix this. We're going to get a little shooting video done and an efficiency video. I do have the method bolt in here too, so I did talk to John on PB Nation. He said that it's not really a comparison, it's just kind of a difference. So we can talk about this bolt and kind of how it feels different, and I love everything he does, so I'm very excited to try this out. So thanks for watching, guys. Here's another sexy MXR. Hopefully it doesn't let me down in the video. Bye.